It is not surprising that Malam Nasiru El Rufai will go to the Social Democratic Party, to the National Secretariat, in further consultations on the future of his politics. Although I've not been very close to Malam Nasiru El Rufai, but I know for sure that for a very long time, after his nomination and subsequent dropping by the National Assembly based on some...
That's his ministerial nomination?
Yes, ministerial nomination, based on some subterranean issues, which I think has denied Nigeria a very fair share of a man that knows where he's going. Now, Malam Nasiru El Rufai has decided to go on the ground. As at the last time or the last count where I heard of him, he went abroad in furtherance of his education. I think he's doing a doctorate degree or thereabout.
Yeah.
Whoever knows Malam Nasiru El Rufai will tell you that this is a man that is very proactive. He is full of vitality and vigor, and he's also a man that looks more of a stallion. Bearing in mind that he has this energy, this drive and foresight in politicking. This is a man that's tested being a minister, tested and trusted. He did very well when he was the minister of FCTA. When he went to Kaduna, what he did in Kaduna is just exceptional. Believe me, before Malam Nasiru El Rufai became the governor of Kaduna State, I was in Kaduna. But shortly before he left, after his second term, when I went to Kaduna, I couldn't recognize Kaduna again.
Yeah, in terms of infrastructural development.
Yes, in terms of infrastructural development, he has done very well. And I think one of the most performing governors in the last dispensation was Malam Nasiru El Rufai, somebody like Nelson Wike.
Yeah, but in terms of managing the diversity of the state, actually,
yes,
so many people score him very low, actually.
Exactly. In terms of managing the diversity of Kaduna, you know, as a human being, nobody is perfect. You cannot be 10 over 10. Definitely, you must have some shortfalls and pitfalls. And I think these are one of the issues that I think even cost him the ministerial slot. The issue of insecurity, and also the issue of being able to manage diversity, of which, you know, Kaduna is well known for. Now, looking at the issue of politics from every parameter of democratic practice, Mr. Sumner, you'll agree with me that after Malam Nasiru El Rufai left Government House in Kaduna, he went underground and in limbo, so to say. Nobody was hearing about him. He was not participating in anything. And, you know, the party has not also been considering him for anything. I don't think there was even consultations, you know, to bring him in and what have you. But there's a man that needs relevance. He's a performer.
So is he in search of relevance at the SDP?
Of course.
And of course, your former boss, Nuhu Ribadu, was actually with him, trying to talk to him. But actually, what could Nuhu Ribadu have been telling Nasiru El Rufai? I know they've been friends and they had issues over time, but of course, Nuhu Ribadu is now the NSA. He's in government while El Rufai is out of government. So what could he have been telling Nasiru El Rufai?
Let me tell you, when I was the National Director of Media for Ribadu presidential campaign team, then I knew how close Malam Nasiru El Rufai was with Malam Ribadu. Severally, I've read so many articles, you know, seeing this as being even conjoined twins, so to say. Because these are people of like minds, and they are people that approach governance from the viewpoint of progressives. They share a lot of common things and what have you. So I'm sure that the going of Malam Nasiru El Rufai to SDP might not be unconnected with maybe consultations, as 2027 is about the corner for him to find relevance. It was just like Peter Obi. Dr. Peter Obi, at a point he was in PDP, when he knew or he thought that PDP could not accommodate him and other interests like Atiku Abubakar and Dr. Rabiu Musa Konkoso, he left. He left to an unknown quantity. By then, the Labour Party was barely not visible. But when he came, he gingered the party, he brought it to limelight.
Hello, my people. Now welcome back to Ninja Pitching. We don't back again. So now don't hear everything this man. Now don't hear everything talk about Nasiru El Rufai. Though for me, but as for me, you get some part where we say this man talk where we say okay, me I never still understand because okay, in terms of like politics, good governance. good governing, abi. I don't know how you take put am. Like in say in terms of good governing, like Nasiru El Rufai and Nyesom Wiki, they don't do well for their state now. Wetin him talk? Though normally okay, I fit tell you it's okay when when he was the governor of Rivers State, okay, he was doing well. Like he did do well. Okay, I can say he did well. But he did well in the sense that okay, what he was doing, he was even using that one to confuse his people. We cannot say okay, we cannot really say okay he did well because okay he was like using his people then like to make money. That is what he was doing then. I mean we kill, but if you come to this Nasiru El Rufai now, like this Nasiru El Rufai now, okay, when he was minister of FCT, yeah, what he was doing then, like nobody understand the way he was even demolishing like people's stuff then. Nobody understand, but this man don't come outside now. He talks okay. Nasiru El Rufai when he was a minister in do way. We no see any good work. Though we no see any good work where we say now people has where we say demolish. Now be the good work where we say don't do where we say this man they talk. You know say normally this Nasiru El Rufai now he don't convert now, like he don't run from APC enter SDP now as we dey talk now like this currently. He don't run now based on say okay wetin he find enter APC now. Nobody like them no give am. All the fight wey be say he don't fight against Peter Obi that time, like e no work for am. Now waiting now why me I like my God wey be say in dey heaven be that. Now understand. So all the fight wey be say he fight Peter Obi then, so no work for am. You know say okay when Peter Obi like was campaigning for the 2023 election where we say he passed. When he was doing that thing, this Nasiru El Rufai that you guys are seeing, this man was against him that time. But now, where we say okay, APC is not doing well, it's not doing good for him now. He don't run, leave APC now, enter SDP. Now I don't hear am say okay, he won't come outside for 2027 presidential election using SDP. Now wetin in the plan me come do, but wetin me I get to tell am my own advice wey be say I get to give am be say make him just give himself rest, because normally everybody don't know the kind of person wey be say him be. Although me I'm not trying to criticize him. If you look at some part, you get some part where be say he don't do well. Like, but no be everything everybody like they do bad. You get some part. If you look at some part where be saying do good, we go talk am. But when you dey Kaduna, in try for Kaduna people small. I fit tell you say small, but all these politicians where be saying like they see now no understand them. Like their first tenure that they always do well. Now waiting all of now waiting no just know be that. If you give them the second tenure, like waiting they go do, they go use them, do rubbish. Even this Shehu Sani, where be say una dey see for my screen now, you get wetin talk about Nasiru El Rufai for leaving the APC, for dumping APC for SDP. You get wetin talk? He talk say okay, if he like making good, they no go fit beg am. Say they no get anything where be say they go tell am, because he no get anything where be say go add to their table. You no get anything where you go put for their table. So now wetin they talk. So everybody now don't know the kind of, although me I know they criticize any politicians so be saying they do well. Any politicians so be saying they do well now we they against. So we no feel like for our eye crocro, we no feel just they make this our country mean just spoil. So now so we just did for inside this country. So you ready to say they hear wetin they talk now. You know wetin Nasiru El Rufai, you know wetin he don't do for inside this country. Like when he was a minister, say una know una dey. Now where they hear me, una know the thing where we say the work where we say he don't do. If he do well, una know. When he get some people where we say, after he demolish their house, he get some people where we say up till now, they no get any house to even stay. Them they Abuja they suffer. So that kind of person now, this man will come tell me say okay, he do well for Abuja. He don't do anything well. In terms of doing well, say okay, if you say okay, Wike ministry himself, okay, it's even better than Nasiru El Rufai on, because okay, as Wike come now, if you go Abuja now, you get some in the tribe, but the only error where we say Wike gets now currently now we say okay, in the fight your own people for inside Rivers State, now the only mistake we be saying they do with that. If not Wike he dey try pass Rufai, but although na bed on the same feather, 90 of them be two of them, they use their people head, but they no just know. Now understand, you obviously they hear me now, don't know what we can do for your own people, and you don't know what El Rufai do for your own people. If you get any opinion about this matter, we say you won't drop, I beg make you drop for inside comment section. And also, if now today be the first time we say they come across this Ninja Pitching channel, I beg before you continue to watch this video, I beg make you like our video, make you share, and also make you subscribe to our channel, so that anytime we say drop any of get updates for this channel, now you will be the first person we say they're going to notify. Thank you.
The APC is not concerned, worried at all, because we're seeing resignations following his own resignation as well. We know he has visited former President Muhammadu Buhari a couple of times. We've seen pictures posted by himself and others. We've seen him visit Pastor Tunde Bakare. We don't know the outcome of those visits, what it is all about. We've seen him visit Aregbe and other. We have even seen him, visit or liaise with some people living in the other opposition parties. So are you saying it by essence that the APC, this is nothing to worry about, even in the coming elections?
Well, you see, you don't win election by visiting people here and there. You win election from your state. If you tell me that he is visiting wards a local government in Kaduna State to deliver, and that's a different thing. But you visit people who, what are you going? As far as I'm concerned, there's nothing to worry about. We are from Kaduna State. We live in Kaduna State. And we know that his exit is of no political consequences to the state. The governor is doing a fantastic job. He is reaching out. He has cement. He has bent fences. He has built bridges. He has reached out to people from all parts, all people who have been marginalized, ostracized, and evicted out. He has reached out to them. And we have peace. We have unity. The people, the House of Fulani from northern part and the Christian part of the southern Kaduna are now living peacefully with each other. When last have you heard our school have been attacked by bandits and schools where people were kidnapped? Though there are still pockets of insecurity. But what we are having in Kaduna State now is far better. And we don't mind him going to places here and there. But all that we know is that by 2027, we are going to deliver Kaduna State as we want it, because the people are with us on the ground.
A couple of other issues I want to raise with you, but we're not done with this issue of defections and changing political parties and all of that. Some of the things he raised, now you're on the APC. Maybe we'll take a look at, he has raised this before. I know he had granted one interview and he spoke about some internal democracy, internal processes. Coincidentally, just a few days after that interview, the APC actually held its NEC meeting just almost 2 years after. But if I read some of his thoughts, which I had read earlier, I said development in the last 2 years confirmed that there is no desire on the part of the party, desire on the part of those who currently run and control the APC to acknowledge, much less address the unhealthy situation of the party. What do you think he's trying to say here? Because this is the premise under which he's leaving in his words. Everybody can speculate as to why he's leaving, whether he wasn't given a ministerial position, he's angry with the president, who he felt should have protected him, even when the Senate rejected him, and all of the issues that were raised. But there are issues within the APC, now that you're in the APC, that this letter should address.
Well, when a state governor, a disgruntled former state governor, makes claim of lack of internal democracy in the party at the national level, for someone like me, I would just laugh over it. Come to Kaduna State. I don't speak from Kano, Katsina, or those states. I'm talking about the state where I come from and he comes from. For the whole period he served, from 2015 to 2023, there was never internal democracy in the APC in Kaduna State. Whoever was the chairman of the party, secretary of the party, whatever of the party, they were all his nominees. All the local government chairmen were all his nominees. All the speakers are all his nominees. Everything begins and ends with a state governor, typical of what happened in every state. So it is convenient for him now to say that, because he's out of the system. So anything he will say, he can continue to say. But whatever he is going to say about this party is the same thing that he has done while he was a governor of the state. On 3 occasions, the national body sent in 3 people to reconcile the crisis in Kaduna State. He refused. The first committee was set up by Masari, if you can remember, the former governor of Kaduna State. He refused to listen to him. Shehu Oni was sent to reconcile people in Kaduna State, APC. He refused. The third was Inua Abdul Qadir, related to Inua Abdul Qadir, the former national legal advisor of the party. He ended up demolishing his home. So he doesn't believe in democracy. All those things which he is saying are not things he believes in. But for the sake that people want someone who can criticize and be an avant-garde against government policy, you can line up behind. But try and know the person who is going to line up. I'm telling you, you can mark this word here. There will soon be crisis in the SDP, as long as he is there. And you will mark my word, it's going to happen. There will be crisis in the SDP. Because wherever he goes with his own character. Leopard never changes his skin. And I'm saying it very blank that what you think will happen is not going to happen. Kaduna State will remain firmly under the control of the governor of the state, whom he has been enjoying the goodwill of that state. And despite me, I said it very well, we went to the APC. If today he's going to come back to the APC, I will pull out of the APC and join another political party. Even if it's Labour Party, I will join. But I can't stay with someone whom I know habitually will always create crisis wherever he is. And I'm saying it in clear terms, that Kaduna State will be run fairly and squarely by the governor of the state as it is now.
So clearly, wherever Nasiru El Rufai is, we can't find Shehu Sani. Wherever Shehu Sani is, we can't find Nasiru El Rufai. That's the take. But finally, on this particular thought, on the defection or leaving of the party, it's literally saying he's rallying opposition to challenge the APC in coming elections and in 2027. Some people have said unseating an incumbent is a